A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Give me 1 second, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Give me 1 second. Just showing the live out real quick. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Good evening, everybody. Give me 1 second. Just showing the live out. Now get started with what I am watching right now. How about there is a area possibly that may develop in the Gulf soon, and we have Tropical Storm Gabrielle, and we have a tropical storm behind it, and some severe weather over the next couple days. I'll be going over all that in this live. Just let me share it out to X real quick. Then I will get started. Welcome in, everybody.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Let's start. Alright, so first I want to show you guys of what the WPC, the CPC, so the Climate Prediction Center, has marked. This is our tropical hazard outlook. See, we do have a possibility for development in the Gulf right now. Some ensemble AI members are also picking up on this disturbance. So is the GFS ensemble members. I can show you guys that real quick. This is the GFS ensembles, which is a 12Z model. Welcome, everybody. I'll show you there in just a minute, guys. So I'll show you guys what I am watching in the tropics. You can see Tropical Storm Gabrielle, likely to courtesy. What's up? You'll see that disturbance right behind it. That also looks like it may courtesy, but it's too far up to know for sure. But you can see we start to see low pressure systems developing in the Gulf, possibly. This is where we're expecting possibly something to try to develop. What's up, Extreme? Over the next couple weeks, through the end of September into early October. But like I said, guys, this is pretty far out, so it's nothing to be super concerned about yet. This is a Google AI model. The Google AI ensemble model. Almost all the models show this Gabrielle's going out to sea. Not even heading to Bermuda anymore, but you guys can see in the Caribbean and the Gulf. See all these low pressure systems, these lines. This is the possibility for we may have a tropical system develop. It is very spread out, and this is on the 1st of October is where this is right now. You see they do start showing this by the end of September to early October. Missouri. I'll check that for you real quick. Missouri should be fine right now. Missouri's fine. Just general snowstorms for you. Nothing severe expected for you right now. Let me show you guys our track for Gabrielle. Let me go back into the tropics updates. Let's go to our warning cone. With our warning cone, I can see it is expected to go out to sea. This is the NHC cone of uncertainty. Most models do show it getting kind of close to Bermuda, but it's not going to make landfall. Not unlikely it makes landfall. It currently is a tropical storm expected to become a hurricane by Sunday. Not expected to be a major hurricane as of now, but that could change later on. Still no U.S. impacts expected still. Do not have a disturbance in the Gulf, but I think they likely will have a disturbance once more of our normal models, not the AI models, start to show it. But you definitely see that tropical disturbance right behind Gabrielle. This is also looking like it is going to curl up the sea.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Also, have to be concerned about these two systems. Have to be watching the Gulf very closely though. Welcome. Right now, look at your other cities for severe weather. Chicago. Chicago, you should be fine tomorrow. You just journal snowstorms. Let me go to the GFS model, guys. Let me show you guys what we're expecting for the next few weeks, possibly. So you're expecting mostly a drought for areas in the north. These are temperature anomalies on the GFS 18Z model. We're expecting some type of cold front to push in the central plains. This will cause some colder temperatures temporarily, and in the Ohio Valley in Midwest. After we get to this, where this huge cold front pushes in, that is too far up to know for
warning
sure.
has been issued.
But I also want to show you guys our height wind. We are going to be getting some rain soon in the Ohio Valley in the Midwest areas, as we do have multiple low pressure systems. Moving in, this is a low pressure system. So is this down here that's moving in. This will cause some severe weather and some showers for most of the U.S., most of the northern U.S. So you're expecting 2 to 3 low pressure systems to go through the Ohio Valley and Midwest areas. So we definitely will be seeing some rain, which hopefully will cool us down a little bit. Kentucky, I'll check that real quick for you. Kentucky. Welcome everybody. There's a city near you. The city? Is there a city near you in Kentucky I can look at? Oh, Owensboro. Owensboro. Are you asking for a specific date, or for the next 3 days you're just in general terms? Like I said, you are in that area where you will be getting this low pressure system in the Midwest and Ohio Valley, which includes you, in the next 3 days, which will cause some rain for you. But most of the northern states are in a drought currently. We do have some severe weather right now also, but that is nothing too concerning. There is a low 2% tornado threat though. I'll show you guys a model run real quick. The main risk is for Kansas. So we are expecting some cells to start up. Nothing too crazy. Main risk being wind and hail, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. Hutchinson, Kansas. However, definitely be aware in Hutchinson, Kansas for damaging wind and hail possibly. No tornado threat for you though. I'll show you what the model is showing for you though. So you are expecting some severe weather in Hutchinson. Welcome everybody. Where you at, Grayson? Let me show you guys our satellite view real quick, guys. It's also, I'll show you guys real quick what Tropical Storm Gabrielle is looking like right now. It is battling a lot of shear and dry air currently, but once it gets past that shear and dry air, it will move into a more favorable environment and eventually develop into a hurricane. I'll show you guys that real quick. You can see there's a lot of dry air in front of it, but this dry air is expected to move out and not cause it to weaken so much. It will cause the storm to be able to strengthen again. But we also have a high pressure system that is pushing the storm away. So this storm likely will curve to sea. It likely will not hit Bermuda earlier either. But it is possible that Bermuda has some impact from it. Warrensboro, Missouri, and then I'll check that for you, Keegan. General thunderstorms for you today. General thunderstorms tomorrow. General thunderstorm day 3. So nothing severe expected for you in Missouri for the next couple days. What time are you expecting the storms in Hutchinson? Check the model real quick.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Looks like the main strongest area of storms will hit you by around 5 p.m. tonight. Is what it's 5 a.m. So it's gonna be pretty late overnight storms. You may get some showers before then, but they don't look too severe. So mostly a overnight risk for you. Thank you, Grayson. Look at some of our storms currently. This is some of our severe thunderstorms currently. Some broad rotation on these storms, but nothing too concerning with them. Welcome in, everybody. There is about an inch hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and almost a half an inch, 1.5 inches of hail. Not seeing crazy with severe weather currently.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
But definitely still a tornado threat, so don't let your guard down just in case. Bean burrito. Taco. Also, guys, I did just get gifted. I just want a giveaway from Edgar O'Neill, Storm Chaser, for the game Outbreak. So I may do a Outbreak stream later. It is a storm chasing game on Steam. It's like a $40 storm chasing game. I did win a giveaway for free to get it. Welcome, everybody. Let's get back to our Travis updates. Again, let me show you guys if you're just now joining. This stream is mainly for the fact that there is multiple AI models, Google AI models, that are showing something trying to develop in the Gulf, which could be bad, especially because we have record-breaking temperatures in the Gulf currently. So if anything develops in there, it could definitely be bad if it hits anything. These are very warm waters, and it's not the best thing that multiple Google AI models are showing that this storm, something will try to develop in the Gulf. It's not for sure. It is over a week out, about a week or two out. But the Google AI models are showing something trying to develop at the end of September and maybe early October. But also, I can show you guys the GFS ensembles, which are also showing something similar to that. Thank you, amazing dude. If you go into GFS ensembles, not sure as big of a signal, but definitely you can see multiple low pressure systems trying to develop in the Gulf. But that is October 1st. That's over 2 weeks out, guys. So it's nothing to be super concerned about, but definitely something to be watching over the next few weeks as we are in prime hurricane season. It's possible that we have a back-end hurricane season because tropics have been pretty quiet so far for the U.S. No landfalling storms besides the tropical storm Chantal at the beginning of hurricane season, but that caused very minimum impacts. And main threat from that storm was a flooding risk. Look at the Ural ensemble members. The Ural is not picking up on these loads in the Gulf yet, but that is Ural doesn't go up as far as the other models do. So it's possible it's just not picking it up yet. It is showing one singular low pressure system developing in the Gulf. Oh, actually, the new Ural model is actually showing some storms starting to develop in the Gulf also now. So we definitely got to watch the Gulf very closely. It's at the end of September into early October. We are definitely seeing multiple models start to agree on the possibility for something to try to develop in the Gulf. Like I said, it's not for sure if anything would develop. Hopefully nothing would develop because the Gulf is record-breaking temperatures right now. I'll show you guys that. The Gulf is record-breaking temperatures currently, which if anything developed in the Gulf, it definitely could be concerning. Here are sea surface temperature anomalies. So SST. It is our northern Atlantic SST anomalies. You definitely see we have very warm waters in the Atlantic and in the Gulf. So it's very possible. We've just been very lucky so far this season. We did have Cat 5 Hurricane Aaron, but that also occurred to sea. We've been very lucky with these storms. Current to sea and waves being weaker off the coast of Africa. And nothing has developed. We've had mostly a dry air and sheared out environment lately in the Atlantic. But that soon may change in the Gulf and in the Atlantic, as we are moving into a more favorable MJO phase, a Madden-Julian oscillation phase, which could cause more trouble systems to develop and have a more favorable condition for these storms to try to develop. We also are moving into a La Nina, which is also better for tropical systems to develop with warmer Atlantic waters and a more pushed up jet stream. You see the GFS model is picking up something, a little system on the dermatistic model also. We are seeing a little bit of a tropical storm or very weak tropical storm develop in the Gulf and make landfall. But like I said, guys, this is on 378 hours out. So this is over 16 days out. So it's nothing to be concerned about. We definitely got to watch the tropics extremely closely. The CPC, so the Climate Prediction Center, also has areas marked in the Gulf for possible tropical hazard outlooks. There's the tropical hazard outlooks. This could possibly have something try to develop in the Gulf. So, like I said, we have to definitely watch this very closely. Through the end of September into October, we may have a back-end hurricane season, kind of like last year with Helene and Milton, which definitely was not a good thing. But we definitely got to watch the tropics closely with this year. Hopefully, we just have a dead hurricane season. But models are starting to pick up on multiple signals across areas in the Gulf and in the Atlantic. But it's too far out to know for anything for sure, though. Wichita, Kansas. Definitely be aware you are in a marginal risk for severe weather. No tornado threat for you. 5% dampening wind risk and a 5% dampening hail risk. So definitely be aware for that. Main threat for you is wind and hail.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Thank you, Heeks, for let them cook. Thank you for the heart me. Welcome in, everybody. Just out joining, we do have a marginal risk for severe weather today and a low end 2% tornado risk. So a spin-up tornado is definitely possible with some storms. We also have a 5% dampening wind risk and a 5% dampening hail risk in areas in Kansas. Main threat for those is wind and hail. I'm not expecting a big tornado threat. We also have, we also have Tropical Storm Gabrielle out here in the Central Atlantic. This is likely to curve out to sea, though. Likely may cause some impacts to Bermuda. Thanks for following, everybody. Thanks for the 5 good populars. It is battling dry air and shear currently, but this dry air and shear will move out soon, and it will have a more favorable environment and eventually develop into possibly a Cat 2 or higher hurricane. We're also watching the Gulf very closely. If you're just not joining, we're watching the Gulf very closely. This is the CPC, the Climate Prediction Center Outlook, Tropical Hazard Outlook. There is an area marked in the Gulf for possible tropical development and in the Atlantic through the end of September into early October. We also have multiple models like the GFS Ensemble and the Euro Ensemble members picking up on something developing in the Gulf, a low push them or of some type, trying to develop in the Gulf. And we also have the Google AI models detecting something, but this is about 2 weeks out. It is very late September into early October. Both sitting behind Gabrielle also may hard to see, but that's just too far out to know for sure anything. We can see, this is a Google, it's going through an update right now. This is a Google AI model. What's up, Glitchbox? This is a Google AI model. Go ahead a little bit. The multiple areas of low pressures in the ensemble members trying to develop something in the Gulf by October 1st or in the Caribbean. You definitely got to watch this very closely. GFS also sees this storm. There's not as much signals with the GFS and the Euro models, but they're definitely starting to pick up on it, which is not a good sign. And the Gulf is also record-breaking temperatures currently, so we definitely got to watch these storms in the Gulf if anything tries to develop very, very closely. This is on the end of the GFS model, so like this is September 30th to October 1st. You see multiple lows in the Gulf, in the Caribbean, trying to develop in the Gulf and possibly make landfall. But like I said, guys, nothing to be super concerned about, as it is over 2 weeks out over 300 hours out. But it's definitely not a good sign that we have multiple models starting to agree on this. This is a Euro model. The Euro is also seeing these lows in the Caribbean and also in the Gulf. Like I said, we definitely have to watch this extremely closely. Then to see if more models start to agree with this, more tropical models, and if something tries to develop in the Gulf, we definitely could possibly get a NHC outlook soon, but that wouldn't be for another week or two, as it still is over a week or two out before the models are even showing anything develop. Welcome everybody. I'm gonna share my Discord in the chat real quick, guys. If you guys want to join my Discord, where you guys can talk to me outside of stream, I can help you guys with any weather questions you want outside of stream. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. That is my Discord. You guys can join that. I pinned it in the chat. If you guys want to ask me weather questions outside of streams, I'll say that I will be possibly doing a gaming stream later, a outbreak stream, so a storm chasing game that is about $40. I did get it gifted for free from a giveaway from Edgar O'Neill. Welcome everybody. A pretty short stream. Just want to give you guys little updates, little weather updates. Welcome everybody. Look at our trough next couple days after US not turning. This is also our trough. We're expecting multiple lows to develop in the US and go across the northern US and central US and possibly cause some severe weather. You'll see we are seeing the east coast, or sorry, the west coast, some areas, some strong jet streams over here.
A new
And multiple
severe
lows, like I said,
thunderstorm
go
warning
across,
has been
which
issued.
will help with our drought in the northern states, as it has been very warm and no rain for quite a while in the northern states. This will be helping. We are expecting the first sight of rain in the northern states in the next 3 days in areas in the Ohio Valley. Definitely will help with our drought, like I said. It's also just a matter of time, guys, before we get into second severe weather season, which is fall severe weather season. It's basically the second severe weather season. Let's look at our cape for the next while. If you got some little severe weather setups in here on the GFS model, some little 2,000 plus cape areas on GFS in the central and Ohio Valley and Midwest areas. And even areas in such like Texas, but that is pretty far out, so we can't trust that completely. Look at the setup up here. It's only in a couple days. It's on the 22nd. Let's look at a sounding from then. If it will load. Never mind. Pivotal weather does something to load right now. Jackson, Tennessee. Just Tennessee. General thunderstorms today, tomorrow, and day 3. No severe weather for the next 3 days at least for you, but definitely the risk for some rain, some storms, but nothing severe. I'll show you guys our drought outlooks right now. So most of the northern states are in a heavy drought right now. Jackson is one of those areas in a severe drought. In most of the west, so we definitely will be loving that. If you're in the north or in the western states, you definitely will be loving this rain we are getting. That will help with this dry drought we've been in. Ohio, moderate drought. Most of the northern states and western coast are in a drought currently, and have been for a while. Let me show you guys our precipitation outlooks. See, we're expecting above normal precipitation in some areas in the west and in the Ohio Valley. That is because, like I said, there's multiple lows going across the U.S., central U.S., and western U.S. up into Midwest and northern U.S. areas, and then eventually we do get down to that near normal, and then, yeah, so we're not expecting a whole lot of rain, but this week or two, we'll be getting some rain finally in the Midwest and Ohio Valley areas, and in the western and central U.S. I'll show you guys our temperature outlook. It's going to be very hot in the U.S. And almost all U.S. is going to be very hot. This is our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Most U.S. has above normal, is in an area with above normal temperatures. This is our 8 to 14 outlook. Almost all the U.S. is also still in a above normal temperature, above average normal temperature. So definitely gonna like this rain, as we are basically in a drought right now. Let's show you guys the excessive rainfall. Wrong button. These are WPC, or rainfall outlooks. This is for the next week. Sorry, give me 1 second. No, this is not due to global warming. Okay, so this is our rained finally. This is the 1 to 7 day precipitation amount. You can see some 4-inch rain possible in areas in Missouri and Arkansas areas. We definitely gonna love this rain in the northern states. This is our 1 to 7 day outlook of precipitation. Definitely, finally some rain. Yeah, this is for the next 1 to 7 days precipitation outlooks from the WPC. Welcome everybody. We're gonna send these storms, see if there's any rotations on any of these storms yet. If any of these storms are anything concerning. This storm has some broad rotation on here. Near Collier and Quater and Wakini, Kansas. Nothing super concerning still, at least for now. And some rotation near Hayes, Kansas, just west of Hayes, Kansas. No tornado warnings, so not super concerning or anything like that. Definitely gotta watch these little super elements as it is possible for a spin up tornado, as they are in a favorable environment. This is what's the Doppler radar? What's saying Doppler radar? You mean like when news stations say Doppler radar? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, it's because that's just what the radar is called. That's what radars are called. They're called Doppler radars. Right there. Also, guys, if you haven't heard already, if you're new here, I have switched to WeatherWise Pro. So I do have a lot more features on here. I have Glow View. I have the Ryan Hall Yaw, the Yaw Bot, watches, and all that stuff. And I also have Fast Scan. Oh, I don't have my PC yet. I haven't turned it on. Oops. I also have Fast Scan now, guys. So I'm able to get information faster now with Fast Scan and this new feature that I did get from WeatherWise Pro. New Series Center Morning. for Hayes, Kansas,
A new severe
Goshen, Kansas,
thunderstorm warning has
Tulane,
been issued.
Kansas, Munger, Kansas, Antonio, Kansas, and Kiefer, Kansas. Main risk is damaging hail. 1.75 inch hail and small power winds. Very indicated though. Remember when you got hit by a tornado totally random, you had a 2 to 5? That's crazy. Yeah, tornadoes can happen at any risk. We had a 3 out of 5 risk the other day, and we had a tornado outbreak with with over 15 tornadoes. That was a 5% tornado risk and only a slight risk. So a 2 to 5. No, that is a 2 out of 5. So a 2 to 5 risk. We had 20 tornadoes the other day. 15, sorry. Get a Mississippi school, never to see. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on, give me 1 second. Also, if you guys want to go follow my YouTube, it is YouTube Tufts Weather. Follow there. I will be posting my full forecast videos every day on my YouTube. This is my newest forecast video. I'll be posting forecast videos for every possible concerning severe weather event. So definitely make sure you guys go sub to my YouTube. And I'll put my Discord in the chat again also. That's dang, that sucks. My Discord guys in the chat. My Discord, if you guys want to ask me other questions outside of YouTube, you guys can join my Discord. That is pinned in the top comment. Already. Okay, I am going to end the stream now, guys. Been streaming for about 30 minutes. Just want to do a quick little update stream. Make sure you guys all follow.